When you watch this movie, you're going to be telling yourself, I just don't get it.
As I understand it, we're trying to prevent World War III.
It is December 15th, 12:14 a.m. I am on the official Tenet website right now. I'm about to buy the movie on Apple TV. I'm about to watch this movie and give my opinion.
I just bring the material. You pay me off. And your wife does the exchange.
I've never involved her in my business.
Yeah, that's why I trust her. It's the boy with the real power to change the world.
Hi, bro. Where do I begin? I gotta take these suckers off, man. I'm doing this review blind. Christopher Nolan, I know you're gonna watch this. Dog, brother, I think you dropped the ball on this one. If I could describe the synopsis for this movie without doing spoilers, and this is just for anybody who loves Christopher Nolan, the guy who made The Dark Knight, Memento, Inception, Interstellar, Dunkirk, banger after banger after banger after banger. And you're just watching this movie, and I didn't know what this movie was about. I thought it was like a FBI or something. I knew it had to do with like time travel and going back in time because of the trailer, the reverse shots. Man, if you come into this movie and you don't know anything about this movie, guess what? You're gonna leave the movie going, I don't know anything about this movie. If I could describe this movie in 2 reactions, you would feel this watching Tenet. And you would also feel this. What I mean by that is, you're just watching this movie and you're just thinking to yourself, I don't understand it. You don't understand it for 2 reasons. 1, logically, it doesn't make sense. By the way, there's not going to be any spoilers in this movie because I don't even know what the fuck I watched. The way you can travel back in time, it's just unreal, and then there's too many loopholes, the grandfather paradox. On top of that, the number 1 complaint of this movie will be the sound mixing. Dog, look, I don't know what's going on in your head, how you work with editing. I know you had a new editor for this movie, but look, if you guys remember when The Dark Knight Rises first came out and we had that sneak peek preview of the airplane scene and Bane was all mumbled and you couldn't understand what he's saying like this.
It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan. It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan.
You know what? You know what you did, Dog? You went back and you fixed Bane's voice editing so the viewers can hear it when it came out in theaters, and Bane's voice, Tom Hardy, was perfectly audible. Now, this movie, the problem is, dude, you have your actors who are top quality. You have the chick from The Great Gatsby. You have Kick-Ass in this movie. You've got Twilight. And you have Denzel's kid, John Washington. Michael Caine's in this movie for like 50 seconds. That's not even a spoiler. He's in this movie for 50 seconds. Respect on that. That's your dog, Dog. Banger cast. Let me tell you one thing. I'm gonna go all over the place. They're all great actors. The acting is 10 out of 10. Everybody in this movie was perfect. You have this Indian lady who I've never seen before. This actress, she doesn't steal the show. Nobody steals the show. There's nobody that stands out. That's what I'm saying. I'm going here, but then I'm going down low. I'm doing praises, but I'm taking low shots. Nobody's acting stands out because everybody was equally great, but it's just a bunch of exposition. And what I mean by exposition is, in the beginning of the movie, you have no clue what's going on. It's just going on, and I'm thinking in my head, all right, I'm gonna let it marinate. I have no clue what's going on. I love it. Don't tell me everything. Show me what's going on. Okay, Nolan. 30 minutes into the movie, we get a big exposition scene with some random I don't even know anybody's name, by the way. You're gonna leave this movie, the first thing you're gonna say is, I don't know anybody's name. Maybe you know the main bad guy, Andre, the like Russian dude or something. I don't even know what he was. Up of that, it's okay. The sound mixing. What I mean by that is, for example, it's gonna go like this. Two characters are gonna be talking. Hey, little Denzel, there's plutonium that we have to go do right now, and we have to go and stop the world from getting into World War III. And you're listening to that, and you're like, yo, I could barely hear what he said. Like, what the heck? Like, why was that train so loud? Or like, the ocean is loud as fuck. I can't even hear what the actors are saying. And then you're like, the music gets super loud, and then it'll get super quiet. And then, oh my god, there's a scene at the end of the movie where the main bad guy's whispering, and then the music is like blasted fucking level 10, and you're like, oh, I can't hear what he's saying. What is he saying? I can't hear what you're saying, and I don't get what you're saying. And you're just like, what the fuck? You don't get a payoff until about, and I checked 2 in this movie. You don't get a payoff until an hour and 20 minutes into this film. And this movie's gonna give you 2. Oh shit, I didn't see that coming. You're gonna get 2 of those. And I don't care what anybody says, no matter who's watching this movie, no matter how smart you are, in your first viewing of Tenet, no way you're gonna go, oh, I saw that coming. No way you're gonna say that. Bull. No way you're gonna say that. I did not see it coming. No way you can see it coming. And let me tell you one thing. It's cool, but Dog, you lose the audience when you have a, oh shit, okay, and then something confusing happens, and you're like, dude, why'd you lose me like that? Dude, you're gonna just watch this movie, you're gonna have the Charlie Brown moment where they're talking and you're like, I can't understand you, and even the little words I could understand, it's, bro, these actors might as well been speaking Chinese, dude. Like, I don't know if this also too, I'm going all over the place, so as I'm saying, bear with me. I saw this movie on Apple TV. I highly recommend watching it on Apple TV. It was clear, cinematography was good, the audio was nice, even though it was too loud. The music was too loud. The music sounded perfect on my MacBook, but it was too loud for me to understand, bruh. Like, I recommend watching it on Apple TV. I'm an Apple fanboy, so watch it on Apple TV. You're just watching this and you're like, dude, like, it's a good movie, well directed, but it's just, the point of the movie, there's so much exposition that you're just like, shut up, because I don't even understand what's going on. Just show me something cool. Let me tell you something. There's one scene that you're gonna go, oh, how did they do this? And then you're gonna go, oh, okay, this is cool. And then they lose you, and he loses you, and you're like, dude, like, shut up, stop talking, man. I finished this 2.5 hour film, and I was like, dude, I don't even know what the fuck I watched. I had to look up on the Wikipedia page and go, oh, that's what it was about? And on top of that, I'm like, dude, what the fuck were they saying, dog? Like, this is a movie it's gonna marinate, like, I hope, coming back 10 years from now, I want to see if it marinates like fine wine. I'm not 10 years, but maybe a year, maybe 2 years from now, I'm going to do a Tenet re-review. And what I mean by that is, in the future, when YouTubers make a Tenet explained or Tenet hypothesis and theories, what was Tenet about, clickbait titles about Tenet, I'm gonna watch all those videos and I'm gonna be like, yo, like, explain this movie the same way when Christopher Nolan made Memento. When I first saw Memento, I was like, I didn't get it, but then I got it at the end. I'm like, oh, you hit me at the end. Let me tell you one thing. Non-spoiler alert, you're not gonna get that. Oh, I get at the end of the movie. This movie's gonna end and you're gonna be mad, confused, or you're just gonna be like, okay, would you recommend this movie? Most people probably won't. It's kind of confusing. Nolan, this movie was way too complicated for your own good. On top of that, there was too much exposition. You should have just gone full Stanley Kubrick, in my opinion. This felt like it was going 2001 Space Odyssey, but, excuse me, you went 2001 Space Odyssey with a lot of, like, explaining explaining, and then a lot of nothing. Really disappointed in that. I'm gonna end the normal non-spoiler review right now, and I'm gonna give my final review, and then I'm just gonna go into spoilers, even though there are no spoilers, because I can't find anything online. If I had to give this movie a rating, C-Dog, I'm sorry, bro, I gotta give this movie a 6 out of 10. Now, why I'm giving it a 6 out of 10 is because, look, you're a great film director. Dude, you should have just gone Dunkirk, where, like, didn't Dunkirk have, like, 90 pages of dialogue, and it was, like, a 2-hour something movie? Like, when I first saw Dunkirk in the theaters, I was like, I don't get what's going on, but there's not a lot of talking, and I love it. There's just action and doing, and you got to use your brain. You got to use your brain to be like, oh, I'm putting it together. And then when you leave Dunkirk, you're like, I kind of don't get what happened, but you start a conversation with somebody. Versus Tenet, you finish this movie, you're not gonna have a conversation. You want how the conversation to go? You're gonna look at if you watch this with somebody, or you talk to someone who saw Tenet, you're gonna go, that movie was weird. Yeah, that movie was weird. Fuck that movie. And then that's it. That's what most people are gonna say. They're not gonna have a conversation about like
1.21 gigawatts! 1.21 gigawatts!
I'm just kidding. There's no 21.1 gigabytes. That's just a Back to the Future reference. All right, this movie it will go down as top 3 most confusing movies, and what I mean by that is like it's going up there with Inception by Nolan, by yourself, C-Dog. It's going up there with Inception and Alice in Wonderland, the Disney animated movie. And what I mean by that is those 3 movies are just confusing, but when you put them on a repeat and when you watch them again, you're gonna go like, oh, I get it. You're gonna watch it again, you're gonna go, oh, I get this. You're gonna watch a theory explained. You're gonna talk to someone, and go, oh, you know what that movie's about? It's about this and that. And you're like, oh, no way, I get it now. So you see what I mean by that? It's like, okay, man, like, I don't think Tenet is gonna have this. You know, I'm very curious. I'm hoping it marinates like red wine. But as speaking of right now, I'm gonna come back to this review. I don't think it is. I think people are gonna throw this movie to the trash. I don't think it's gonna do good. I gave it a 6 out of 10. Like I said, will I recommend this movie? Probably not. If you're a Christopher Nolan fan, watch this movie. If you're a fan of fast burns, this movie's not a slow burn. This movie's a fast burn. And what I mean by that is it's burning you and you're like, too much stuff is coming at you and you're like, oh shit. If you like fast burns, I'd recommend it. If you love confusing movies that you have to do a lot of research, you have to watch this movie probably like 10 times. Okay, dude, watch this movie. But I can't recommend this movie and go, you're gonna like it. You're gonna like this movie. It makes a lot of sense. You just gotta think about this and the plutonium and then traveling back in time, this and that, and then it's gonna make a lot of sense when you watch it. Like, trust me. Like, I'll explain it to you. No, you're not gonna get that. Spoilers. So end of the review. If you like this, leave a comment, let me know what you thought. We're going to spoilers right now. Spoilers. You have been warned. If you skip this review and you go to this part in we're spoiler talk, that's on your fault. So bam. All right, spoilers. Tenet is about Denzel's kid, the Twilight guy, and they have to stop this Russian billionaire, or I don't even know if he's a billionaire. I'm just throwing that out there. He has to stop this Russian guy from setting off a nuclear bomb, and the whole point of Tenet is it's like a secret society, special operations organization, where they have a device. I don't even know what the device is. It doesn't make sense. They explain it, but you're just like, no, bro, you explained it wrong. Like, I don't get it. Like, you can go back in time, and the Indian woman that I was talking about, she tells you that some woman scientist from the future created a device that can make you travel backwards. Not back in time like Back to the Future, but you can travel backwards. And you're like, okay. And then she's like, there's a MacGuffin where like there's 9 secret nuclear bombs, where this woman scientist went back in time and hid 9 nuclear bombs that she wants to detonate to destroy the past. Which you're like, that's a grandfather paradox. Like, how can you travel back in time and destroy the past? Because then you wouldn't exist. And then you're just like, what? Like, and if you want to destroy the past, why don't you just destroy the future? Like, you fucking stupid fuck. your brain doesn't even hurt, but you're just like, it doesn't make sense. And then I barely heard the woman say this, and you're just like, bro, turn the music down. And a lot of the actors were like mumbled, or the music overplayed their dialogue. It's just irritating. It made the movie more complex, and I honestly think this movie's gonna suffer because of that. Warner Brothers, I hope you guys see this review. I hope you guys change something, because man, like, this movie's not gonna do good. I'm already now, this movie's not gonna do good. It gets a 6 out of 10 for me. I know I went on a rant. I went left, right, up, down. I went backwards. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. Wow, I was so excited for this movie. I'm very disappointed, but like I said, I'm a little interested in other YouTubers and future YouTubers in the coming years to make reviews and make theories about what happened in Tenet. Very excited to see what happens. See you guys later. Peace out.
Next Saturday night, we're sending you back to the future.
Okay, all right.